Changes in the index are finally going to be taking effect from March 28th. The food delivery giant Zomato and Jio Financial Services have finally gained entry into the Nifty 50 as part of the semi-annual reshuffle, while BPCL and Britannia have been excluded. According to a lot of brokerage notes, like a JM Financial, for instance, Zomato may actually see inflow of about $702 million following this rebalance, while Jio could see buying worth about $404 million. Along expected lines, we already knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, just that, Aisha, I mean, now think about how the index composition is changing. You are now tilting more towards new tech and fintech. Who would have thought that a company which did not exist and just was, in a sense, incubated 15 years ago is now part of Nifty 50. Jio Financial Services, as of now, it's a promise on paper that it is going to be a completely large driven financial conglomerate of the Mukesh, of the Reliance group, which in a sense will do wonders. So the entry of Jio Financial Services within 3 years of its birth, and the real recognition for Zomato to come into the Nifty 50 elite basket, I think that itself is an indication of how the composition of the index is moving. I mean, imagine a business like BPCL or a company like BPCL, which is oil refining, like one of the oldest brands of India.
That's been even a Britannia. These are the mighty giants, household names, literally.
So for me, it is important to look at the puck, and the puck is saying that, okay, markets are now voting for new businesses. So that is the spirit which I want to just bring out. Specifically, the numbers are out there. How much will Zomato gain? What will happen to, Jio Financials? Now, unlike US markets in India, the index investing or ETF investing is not very popular. So I don't think it will really have a very strong near-term impact per se. It's a marginal positive when the adjustment happens, and that's about it. But if market conditions are bad, just because Zomato and Jio Financial Services are finding their way into index, that's going to not change the momentum or the positioning. So it will help them on the margin, maybe give them 2-3% of gap up start, but then it's market forces which they will have to align with. But for me, the long-term message is what is important. It's like saying in 1995, there were 0 IT companies in the index. Now, almost 18-19% of the weightage within IT is within the index is now IT. I mean, private banks had 0 presence in 1995 in the index. Now, between HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Axis, the representation is about 20%. So new tech companies who were bullied and were booed for not making profits now are finding their way into the index, and that's how the index composition is changing. 2025 versus 2030, I think it's the old economy part which will get less and less recognition, and it's the new economy part or the new fintech part or the consumer tech part or internet part which will get more and more appreciation.
Okay, that's that on Zomato as well, Jio Financials. But